kind of similar to clarity? Is it similar to Fushen?
There are two, it could be. It could be like a flash experience of clarity. A flash experience of clarity.
Oh,
that's
flash.
how, wow. That word is really for that purpose. It's actually when you're getting the fruit. It's not just when you're contemplating.
So contemplating is like the path, and what you understand clarity is
could be like vipassana.
The clarity is the path. Okay. Alright. So page 41. What's the difference between two kinds of the Eightfold Path? Because it says mundane people practice the mundane path, right? So should we actually practice the supra-mundane to enter the stream? Or that's only for the enlightened person too?
No, don't worry about super mundane or anything. What you're practicing now like this. So what you're already practicing is the cause for that to happen. Okay?
Cause for the supra-mundane.
Yeah. So you continue doing the cause.
Okay. So what we're doing right now is not supra-mundane. It's the cause of supra-mundane.
Yeah. It will be moments of doesn't worry too much how the super mundane is, because there's something very beyond our normal. But we do what will make it happen. That's
not. Okay, got it. Again, for page 41, how to be free from theory and understanding, and what is the difference? Let me see what 41 says. It says the perfect one is free from any theory, for the perfect one has understood what corporeality is.
Which page, sorry?
41, the last paragraph. The perfect one is free from any theory, for the perfect one has understood what corporeality is and how it arises and passes away. So why is he free from theory?
Yeah, correct. Because he has really experienced the root of how this body arises. Feeling has arises. So he knows he's not going to theorize from some theoretical thing. So these theories arise because of craving and not fully realizing the rising and passing away of this.
I see.
The whole world is nothing but these 5 things. So people have a lot of theories and so on because they have not known the full root of what they experience.
I see.
So the master, the Buddha, already has known like this. So he has no question about, he knows how these theories arise. He already knows why each person, why they are getting all these theories.
Understood. And next page.
These things better you understand yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Otherwise, it's good. It's good. Part by part, you want to understand very good.
Yeah. Okay. Next page. Sankara.
You're like my other Chinese person in where this place. Shishwan, you would talk to him. He has a big list. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sankara is conditioned formation. In 12 links, Sankara is the action or the karma, the cause. While on page 42 it's different. It's the conditioned formation. It seems like this Sankara is different from the Sankara in 12 links.
Yeah, correct. Here you have the reacting part of Sankara in the 12 link, karma forming. What comes out of Sankara as a result of karma, like body, feelings, and the environment and all that, it also is kasankara. It's a conditioned phenomenon.
So it's the same word and two different meanings?
Yeah. It has some because it's like the cause of the karma is our reacting in the past, okay? Alright? How we reacted. And the result of reaction brings the experience from outside. All these things we are seeing, they also all have the nature of sankhara. That means changing nature, basically. Because all having conditioned nature of, conditions, they arise, then pass away. If you take this, now that's why scientists also sometimes study, it's like a flux.
So it says the word sankhara formations comprises here all things that are conditioned or formed. Sankhata dharma, i.e. all possible physical and mental constitutions of existence. So it includes everything. Right?
Yeah.
It includes all five group of existence.
That's possible. And the word dhamma,
it's also a different word from the dharma we normally say that, like the Buddha's teaching, because here dharma also means something different. It's all embracing formations, but other place it means Buddha's words, right? So when we say dharma, saranam, vajjhayami, it's we cannot go to all formations. We only go to the Buddha's words. Right?
yes, here it is the word dhamma, however, it has divided. Because here you have this Buddha saying that all dhamma is anatta, not self. So that means
Here it is,
even nibbana is a dhamma, it's some nature.
Yeah.
Okay? State. Then other things also is dhamma. Dhamma means it's a cause and effect phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So both of them include to know self. That's what it means. In this word, how it is used. Both of this, belongs to no person there. So there's nibbana, which is out of the changing nature.
Yeah.
But that we could call it maybe which is not changing.
Mm-hmm.
But that is no changing is there. But there's no self also there. That's what it means.
So what does dharma mean in dharma, saranam, vajjhayami? What does dharma mean there?
There it is Buddha's, how he teaches to experience this.
Yeah.
How he teaches to experience this.
So why use two different meaning?
Dhamma is a vast word, because it is nature, it is, it touches so many, not only.
I see. Okay, see. Same page, last paragraph. Is
this the last one, or is it some more?
There's two more, like two groups. Like this is the third from the bottom. Okay. Does the unconditioned dharma or nibbana exist, or nibbana is simply cessation of conditioned dharma when we say there is nothing to gain in nibbana? Oh, actually, we just explained this earlier, so don't even think about it, right? Just about nibbana.
Yeah, not to think about it, but it's the absence of samsara is nibbana. It's the absence of impermanence is nibbana, like that.
Okay, next page. Next page. The second paragraph from the bottom. So if anyone should say that feeling is not himself, that himself is inaccessible to feeling, he should be asked thus. So I don't understand why it says inaccessible to feeling. It feels like it should be accessible to feeling.
I'll be explaining this.
Huh?
I'll be explaining this. One of the things I'll be explaining maybe today now, like how this is a very important one also. So views and discussions about the self.
Okay.
That only with the idea of I comes only with feelings, like that I'll be explaining this one also.
Yeah, okay, because I think it's very easy to attach to the faculty. Here is access, and the next paragraph, last paragraph, talks about faculty of feelings. Because people might say, okay, I don't feel right now, but I still have the faculty. So when the external something strike, then I can feel. So people still can attach to the faculty of feeling. Like the sensory organs, right?
Feeling, actually, the contact and consciousness have to arise, then only the feeling will arise. It's simultaneously in the consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're conscious, only the feeling will be there.
Yes, I understand.
So here the self and the faculty of feeling. This is different.
Yeah, the last part is what another might say, feeling indeed is not myself, but it also untrue that my feeling, myself is inaccessible to feeling. I don't understand this second sentence, and I don't even understand the third sentence. It's myself that feels, myself that has the faculty of feeling. Because that's easier to get attached to. It's easier to understand. We're not the feeling, because feeling comes and goes. But the faculty of feeling is always there.
This is all views actually.
Huh?
It's all views rising.
Views rising?
Yeah, like they all underline with the idea, if you get the answer, if you don't feel at all, what will happen? Then this am I, the idea of I will not arise. So this all you feel, okay, this maybe I am here, I am in this faculty, I am in that. So I comes because of feeling. Feeling is completely absent.
So maybe someone doesn't have that faculty.
No, they all have, but they are, it's like because they're imagining that I am feeling, maybe, these are ideas only. Suppose that feeling should, so here it says feeling indeed is not myself. But it is all reasoning. You might reason out to it's not my, but it is also untrue that myself is inaccessible to feel. So, wait, I will explain it clearly.
Okay.
Sunday, there will be few of our sisters and brothers will be leaving tonight in a little bit, so they'll be leaving in about 2 hours, right?
Okay.
Because tomorrow is a working day, Monday, so they were able to get off from work for 2 days.
Okay, no problem. How many of
The sisters leaving, and then who else is leaving tonight? 3, and 2 more, right?
So it's like all of you are leaving, is it?
No, we have about 24, I think 4 of them are leaving, and then.
Oh, really? Today you are leaving? Today?
Yes.
How many of you are leaving today?
4.
1. You also leaving, is it? You're going today?
Yeah, because we'll have to go back to.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll be arriving again tomorrow or day after,
Okay.
and there will be few people joining in a couple of days, so in the middle of the retreat.
Alright. But the thing is to have this effect, 5 days so minimum, and because there are things like some familiarity, and then what can you do? You had one day. I hope you can take part to the full 5 days somewhere. I hope it can happen because it's okay. Just something you get. It's not like it's a small evolutionary process towards a very solid. 5 days is also very, very minimum. Something very big. I'm trying to give it in 5 days some effect, but definitely few hours also will have an effect. But doesn't matter. This is karma. You have this time to do that. Doesn't matter.
Try and make it next time.
Okay.
You come next in time.
Okay.
unexpected සම්මාසෙ මොකක්ද
නෑ නෑ මට
කියනවා මේ මේක වැඩ කියන එකත් හොඳ නෑ
නෑ නෑ බෑ
ඒක කොහරි ළඟ පාරක් තියෙනකොට ඒක ආසයි ඒකට
මේක අර ඉනිෂියේෂන් එකක් වගේ වෙන්නනේ තියෙන්නේ. This is like an initiation process. So it's like within 4 days, 4th day at least the retreat. It's okay, but I have told people they can come and take part whenever and when I'm blessing and like when I'm going, coming, they can come. I have told that. And
දැනගත්ත සිකුරාට සම්මාසෙ මේ ඔක්කොම ටික අර කොවින පන්සලේ දීට කලින් තමයි කියන්නේ
මේක ප්‍රශ්නේ නෑ.
මට දුකයි හැබැයි තිබුණා කරන්නේ අපරාධ කියලා හිතනවා මොනවා කරන්නේ
ඒක කමන්නේ ඉතින් මේක කරන්න දෙයක් නෑ.
ඒක
දවස්
කොවින පන්සලේ සතියකට ඉස්සෙල්ලා නම පිටි අඳුර දෙන්න දකින්න නැතුව තියෙනවා.
රිට්‍රීට් එක දැක්කේ නැහැ ඒක සමහරවිට මනේ කහවා අර කොමින් හරි මිස්නා මට
කවදාද ලංකාවට ආවොත් හදිසි නැත්නම් මම බලනවා සමහරට මේවා මොන හරි මේ කට්ටිය එකතු වෙලා මම නැතත් රිට්‍රීට් කරන ක්‍රමයක් දැන් මම දන්නේ ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ රිට්‍රීට් නැහැ තාම මම එහෙම කරන්න කරේ නැහැ බැරි කමක් නැහැ Zoom එක කියන්නේ මෙන්න දවස් 5ේදී මම ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ පුළුවන් ඒ වටයක් මට තේරෙන විදියට ගත්ත කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් මේක කියවලා මේවා කරන විදිය කරන්න තියෙනවා හොඳයි. ඉතින් කවදාද රිට්‍රීට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවද ඊට කලින්?
පොඩියට කියලා තියෙනවා නම් දවස් 5ක් ගිහින් නැහැ. සමහර ලංකාවේ කරනවා නම් කවද විතරද කියන්නේ?
මම වස් කාලේ දිගටම කරනවා. වස් කාලේ මම වස් පසුවස් සමාදන් වුණා. නොවැම්බර් වෙනකන් තියෙනවා. මොකක්ද?
දෙසැම්බර් ලංකාවේ දෙන්නේ.
December 30.
තියෙනක.
ඒගොල්ලන් හන්නේ ඕගනයිසර්ස් වගේ. ජනවාරි වගේ නොහොම තියෙයි. ඩිසෙම්බර් වම් පොඩි නිවාඩුවක් කිව්වා. හැබැයි තියෙනවා.
මම කරේ.
කියලා බලන්න දෛවයේ කොහොමද කියලා. සෝවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා හැමෝම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා නේද? ඉතින් ඔන්න හැබැයි මෙහෙමයි මේම හම්බුනේ නැත. Even if you don't meet me, get the books, okay? But keep it in your bedside, this book. And if you want to really, what is this, Bhikkhu Bodhi. So, Bhante's, the much middle-end discourses as well as Samyutta Nikaya, that book. In that you have the Kanda Salayatana Varga, okay? But if you are there, but you have to get used to this, to think like that. And it should trigger some insights. That's the purpose of this, like to expose yourself and also to recondition you at least 3 days, something, this then the 4th day only, then slight, this clarity, because your mind is not of 2,600 years ago. This has come to another level of period. So initially, now if you come one day, and of course by blessings or something, it's okay, but the first day like this, you find it is like, very, it's not palatable. It opens up a little bit even only after about at least 3 days or 4 days. Then so by that time, it's like, so I hope one day you can do that. I see you all are very interested and also very receptive about this. So time will come. Buddha says even one day is good. Even if one day you practice in this direction, be mindful and so on, it is better than 1,000 years of not doing it. So you have done like that, okay? I can see the pain in your mind also, so don't worry about it. All right. At least, but I would suggest you at home, get these books and get the Kanda, try to get the Kanda Salayatana Varga. When it's Chinese, try to read it now, it's okay. Maybe not in written, and slowly decrease your other sense stimulation. Try to make a group also. That's also important. I think you're already in a group, and that will protect you. That will keep you going. Even it's not, that's very important. So that, that then you will one day definitely, with the Buddhas. And if you on alone, you can go for walks, little read a bit. Do this. This is how some certain things happen to my life too. In solitude, with Buddha Sarana, refuge. To read a bit and this thing, and then go for a walk and think about it. The thinking is more important. So I couldn't give you enough now. It's the first day today. It's like a first day. So it's not only just telling the meaning of this or this thing. I will tell you show them walking meditation also before you all go. Okay, in this session. Alright? So wait, I'll do it. But you all be here until 6 o'clock or 7 or I don't know. Okay. Don't worry. I know you have to live in this world also. It's not an easy thing. First you have to do that. First you have to live. Then only you can do other things. But I will pray for you, wherever you are, that your evolution will fasten. For sure, all these sufferings will be reduced and you will be coming. This I will be doing to the end of my life. Okay. Let's see. With the walking meditation, I will show you. Right. So, in case you are going to read and one day walk in the woods or a little bit contemplate your self-retreat, you can know how to do it. All right. Don't think too much. Don't try to find too many answers also here, one by one. Learn to take those parts, and I will show you an example with my teacher, the walking meditation I did. All right. Right now, when you come, okay, you must be in the present, like what you were there is all finished. And you walk, okay, and then I come here. All what I experienced there is all finished. It's a very basic practice to bring your attention to the present. Okay, and it's in the Pali, it's called Atitam Pahinantam. Buddha, Pali means, but Buddha says, Ati, the past is gone, the future has not arisen. Achuppannecha dhammesu tattata vipassana. So that's why I said, if you're really paying attention, you'll hear the whatever sound, the sound of the generator. You can just relax and stand first. And then you can also, this other one. Kayam ananta adino avasu sabbaroga rakshamodo. The body is full of impurities, full of diseases. It's not some word you say. You imagine your body parts in the body, inside your robe, inside your skin. This visualizing should happen. But initially to do that, you must be restful and you should have a let go mind. You have a grasping mind, you can't practice this. Okay? So when you have a relaxing, letting go mind, and then you picture the parts inside your body, okay, that is full of diseases. It is there. Different diseases you are not noticing maybe. Then the other one is Gate Chite Bahasite Tunivahe Sampajamikayu. When you are going, walking, any movement, you must be mindful of the body. It's Buddha's instruction. Okay, the first steps you take. Initially you must see, just notice the carpet is there, your feet is there, and in all postures, now you're in a certain posture. Gachanto gacchami. That means you're in a walking position. You can see the feet in front of you. Then you see how the feet has arose. Kaya aharam sambuddha. It is rising into the food. Ahara means food. The food is impermanent suffering of yourself. Therefore, body is also Sankara. If you're contemplating and doing that, you see how this body is used to food. Mentally picture food as impermanent suffering function. So what arises from that what has to be simple how this body is used. Taking a picture impermanence. Then Sankara can all Sankaras are right. Because we are working with consciousness. That's what all the experience is articulated. It's also something. You can just keep it walking. Then avijja pacchaya sankhara. Ignorance is the cause of sankhara. Sankhara pacchaya vijnana. Reaction or karma is the cause of consciousness. Vijnana pacchaya jati, which is the cause of rebirth, vijnana, consciousness. Jati pacchaya, the mother's womb. Because of birth, jara, marana, there's decay, there's old age and death. Now when you see the teachings, the emptiness or the changing nature, when you realize it, experience that more, the empty, egoless nature, then what happens? That is, for example, sattva sankhara. The condition phenomena is impermanent. So what is impermanent? The sankhara yatha panyaya pasati. When you see this with wisdom, what are you doing? You feel silence, dispassionate from what is changing inside. Listen of course. This is the part. It's all in those words. And when you experience like this mindfulness, then what happens? Avidya nirodha, your ignorance diminishes. When your ignorance diminishes in your mind, your wisdom is arising. Avidya nirodha, sankhara nirodha, your reaction also reduces with anger. Sankhara nirodha, vijnana nirodha. The consciousness also diminishes. Vijnana nirodha, jati, jara, marana, sukha. Dukkha, doma, synergy. When consciousness is diminishing, rebirth will diminish. Rebirth, decay, and death. So you're seeing this phenomena, you're contemplating, you're thinking of this phenomena. So this is just an example. What you're reading, you can think like that. It's not too much thinking. You are having present awareness of the present moment, and then thinking separately. This has to mix together. Too much thinking, no good. But too much, only the present moment, also no good. So, when you do that, etam sankha, etam parenta, sapasankhas. That is. So this is peace, the subsiding of all these sankhas. This is the peace. Sankhara paramashka. So the walking meditation ends. This was done with my teacher. Okay. So that's why this much Pali also so many times I go with him. So he used to tell me, these are the objects of meditation. Right? So normally we have, this walking meditation is very different. It is normally, if you go to other retreats, all this time the society is very popular, is technique based. So this was, I believe, time when the original Buddha, how it happens to disciples. So there's some uniqueness in this. So if this teachings, this now when you are contemplating, it becomes clear, you see the Buddha. So I can guarantee, if you have the faith and patience and do these things, in this you might get something very, very solid. So anyway, I hope keep those books with you. Don't think that, oh, this I understood. It's not understanding by just by explanation. That's why there are many monks who will explain much better, much more different way. They keep on explaining. I am giving a different message. Even my aunt used to tell, Four Noble Truths is known, but what we need to do in Buddhism. Knowing is one thing, realizing is so two different things. Okay? Knowing is so much happening, but realizing is hardly happening. I don't see many are really realizing. Because Because if that's happening, then the path is known. Then you can test our own thing to with this like that and guide the person. And otherwise, so this is not very difficult. I think one should try. Don't wait for me or anybody. Just have the books there, your field guide, and something can really happen. Make sure you let people know what the place tell you. And you have this very lonely and these places help you. You can do that for the walks, read and control your other desires and discipline. If you can do meditation, if you are meditating well, then you are experiencing that peacefulness. Also applying it in how to when you are doing the daily activity. That you must do. When you are driving and learn to think of a solution when you get the problem. Don't think beforehand. Try to use the power of spontaneity. And this, if you enhance your worldly life also with this, and you will be developing a habit for your enlightenment.
Also, that's good what you said
I think
now.
Maybe it's recorded now. And, otherwise, there are some places where it's recorded. Even in what is that place? San Jose or where? Even the flight captain was confused with the place they landed. In the flight, where did we go? San Jose. Okay, I remember. That's better. He was wondering where are we, and then and even because maybe they were new crew, and so this in that program, actually it was one of the first time in a program I showed the walking meditation. You will get it there also. Anyway, this is just my teacher's example, but I have already told now what you're reading here that you should do. Okay, like just go for a walk, learn to think of the Dhamma, this is very important. But also learn to pay attention to the present moment. It should be applied to what is happening now, and like that, then you will, if you only think of the Dhamma without doing that, it will not happen. If you only too much present moment, then also it will not happen. So you learn to read a bit, meditate, do these two together. Okay, little bit reading and then little bit sitting and meditating. Okay, with metta, vanaprasad. I will explain metta also because I feel sorry most of you are going. So I just try to give you that also so that you can try how to do the metta. So it's so if you were in the retreat or now who are staying longer, okay, longer means I don't know whether some of you will go tomorrow day after. Now I have to tell like that longer, but anyway, if anyone is there, they should be doing this in the day practice. Okay, don't talk, be alone, and time to time I told you in the morning you should be, who is going to be there for 5 days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. I wonder with the bad experience whether no, it's okay. I'm joking, right? I like to joke a little bit. So whoever is there, and even who you can try it when you are alone, or even you can start at home immediately, early morning. This compassion meditation and anapanasati to strengthen your samadhi. Okay, you must get this effect. So you empty your mind, and when you go out, learn to constantly remind yourself and practice to pay attention to the present moment. Okay? That means just to pay attention to the simple things and pay attention to your body. And if you have read something from the Buddha's teaching, you can also, if your mind has trained a little bit more, you can also bring the Dhamma even in a very busy place. But that's not everybody not capable, they just go to what is they're seeing. So also other thing you must try is careful what you're seeing and hearing. Okay? That is a general practice you must learn. And other thing is I tell about if you have some habits regarding, sexual nature as well as, so slowly you must know it's a big energy. And if sometimes we are in this modern day, so I told about in YouTube to watch about this no fat and dopamine detox related with the phone, the usage of phone and all that regarding the blue screen of the phone and the damage that is happening to your brain. So with this knowledge, this will help you to sort of develop your mind in this place also. And you must be like a lotus in this mud. Alright, you have good thoughts. I told you I saw in India one man looking at this thing to see this life story of a Muslim Islam prophet, Yusuf. So we can also do like that. So that, our karma, we'll have peacefulness and we will protect our mind from changing our perception. And I'm sure things will start to change very fast when you do like that. And you will get a break also very quickly because your good karma will start to increase so much and you get more time for the practice. These things happen. One time I also had a very painful time and I had to by force work just to make my father happy also. The audit firm and all that. So I used that time because my teacher already told me if you wait for that free time to come and practice, then that same consciousness will increase. While you are doing those work, if you slowly bring in the teachings, the Dhamma, how small it may be, it will begin to change the consciousness. Now maybe most of you have been very busy in a certain thing and then you just try to break and just come to do this something. That's good. That will break. Don't think this is sometimes you might feel, I wish I were able to do more. No. Even this much you have done is going to have an effect in the coming time. Okay? So be happy. Alright. Okay. What to do? I feel so connected to you all. I don't know why. It's like I especially come to you all. I don't know. So my thoughts will be there definitely for all of you. Whichever, whether I'm in Himalayas or in the jungle or people in programs. Success. Okay. Protection. Without any obstacle. And to the moment of death that you will use all these resources and your faith and your determination to achieve this. Don't waste a moment this meeting. Make sure you take the Buddha's connection and the wisdom, make it awaken in you. Right? It will happen, don't worry. It will come to you. It's all depends on the intensity of your consciousness. And one time I was leaving my teacher, after staying I had to go also. Like you, that time I had to, how much I tried, at a point I just had to go. So when I was leaving, I touched his feet and he knew he was lying in bed like this. And you know what he said? He said, you'll be forced to come. His blessings and all that, he was telling you'll be forced to come. One day, don't worry. And it happened like that. When things happen in practice and when I went on, when I came to the point of, I was really, every situation forced me to go on this path. So I think, I'm very sure it will happen to you also. Okay? So the Metta Bhavana also I will a little bit try to tell how to do it for you when you go back to and in the morning meditation was recorded, I think. Maybe tomorrow morning we can put. So, I have a way of doing personally myself. It's like the Anatta Lakkana Sutta. I see my body and feelings and consciousness as not me. This I've been doing like this for many years, from 2004. After my forest experience where the robbers looked after me, at that time I had severe pain in the whole body, and to overcome the pain I found that samadhi didn't work immediately. Then I used this contemplation of seeing that feelings, perceptions are not mine. By this simple sutta, where the Buddha's second sutta, this goes where he tells your body, feelings are not you. How it is not you, he tells you how to analyze. Okay? This we do. Very short. Body, feeling, perceptions. Okay? Yes. Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana. I take it like in one. Alright? If I want to do it fast, I will not do individually. Like body, feeling, perception, mental formation, and will, consciousness. Let's take it consciousness. Anatta. Vinyanam Chetam Bhikkhave Atta. Why is it not yours? Vijnana, consciousness, abhadaya, is subjected to affliction. Sanvate, labbedita vijnane, evam me vijnanam hotu, evam me vijnanam mahos. May the consciousness be like this. May the consciousness be not like that. It will not obey your orders. Just now it happens. I want you all to be 5 days. And it doesn't happen that way. Okay? Just so you see how the consciousness is not yours. So the way you wish, the way you want, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So this is one way. So this is including the body, everything. So we have to relax and just watch that. Then we will notice it as not me. Okay? It's a very simple observation because it doesn't follow your orders. Then the other one is, you can apply right now. Okay, we practice. So we can do the metta. After that only I do the metta. Then body, feeling, perceptions, consciousness is the second part of contemplating. Nityam va anityam vati. Is it permanent or impermanent? You must, it's like you are meeting the Buddha and you want to answer him. You must right now personally notice it and then answer. So the body has any moment you think or any time, the body has never changed from the state. In history, do you have heard of anything that did not change? When you think to yourself, then you answer the Buddha, Anityam is impermanent. It's bound to be impermanent. All feelings, all consciousness. So what is bound to be impermanent? How pleasurable or how happiness it may be, it's going to be sad, it's going to be suffering. So what is impermanent, what is suffering, which has this nature, can you call it, this is me, this is I, this is myself. You must use that for you to let go your own body and feelings. I'll give you a fast track how to apply these things to you and to let go you. Okay? Listen to this recording again when you go back, that you can take with you also. And when you let go, you feel light when you're really applying it. So that's good, that's in the right direction. Then the other way of contemplation, third one, the last one is Rupa Vedana Sanya Sankhara, the body, feeling, perception and consciousness. Atita Anagata, the past, future, Vachupana, present. Achatava Vaitava, what you call you and what is outside body feeling perceptions, maybe in other people. Olarikava Sukumava, it can be an elephant's body or it can be a very fine, like an ant's body, feeling and perception. Hinava Panitava, it can be the Hina means lower hell worlds, body feeling perception. Panita means may the Deva Brahma, highest worlds. Yamdureva Santikeva, what is near, what is far. Netamma is far. Namesu. This is not me, it's not I, it's not I. Just to make you let go any kind of possibility of body feeling perception, this way of thinking, mentally. So if you really do it, you'll feel quite light. And when you get this lightness, you know in this direction, if I develop, it will be Nibbana, it will be super peaceful, super happiness. No anger, no greed, no delusion. May the same happiness be experienced by all in this room. Must visualize just an idea. They are all there, so important, human being, or not only in this room, or this hall, people all around in this area, this mountain, other people who are staying, jungle, and California, slowly like you're going in a helicopter, an entire California state, North America, like you're looking at a map from outside, all human beings, South America, Central America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, Japan, Indonesia, Jakarta, Sumatra, Borneo, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, North Korea, South Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, Hawaii, Tonga, Fiji, Maldives, Seychelles, Madagascar, Trinidad, Bahamas, Sri Lanka, South India, North India, Central India, Nepal, Tibet, China, Pakistan, Iran, Doha, Qatar, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Syria, Mediterranean, Morocco, entire African continent, Europe, United Kingdom, all islands. Like you're looking at the whole planet from outside, all human beings. May they come to this final peace, Nibbana. Not only human beings, all animals, creatures, in the water, fire, land, air. May they get a human birth. Come out of us. And the spirit world, Yakshas, Bhutas, Pretas, Kumbhat, may they get a human birth. Further down, Vetarani, Paduma, Avicii, the lowest hell worlds, may they get a human birth. Go on this path. And the divine verse about Thavadimsa Prasidaya. They have Indra, they have less anger, greed, and illusion. May that completely disappear. And at the highest words, Brahma, Brahma, Purohita, Brahma, Parisati, Mahabhara, we have Malabhasa, Kanita Brahma, Nesanya, Nasa. They have no greed, no hate, but there's delusion. The sense of I with this knowledge of conditionality. Ignorance is the cause of karma. Sankhara is the cause of consciousness. And these are conditioned phenomena, but no person. May that lightness, peacefulness from this wisdom, the disappearance of illusionary identity, may it happen to those beings too. May that happen to the Devanas, the human plane, the human beings, animals, spiritual, lower heavens. Again, human world, and the highest beings. You can sweep up and down. And if you have done it for some time, you feel peaceful, then you can watch the breath. Not so fast like now. Just I want to explain, that's why I want to take fast. You let go that wishing and this that meditation too. Just watch the touch of the breath in your nostril. Using that so that you let go these peaceful feelings also. Just neutrally watching. The inhalation and the exhalation. As your samadhi, concentration meditation, you can do this. Alright? Who are going to be tomorrow early morning, they will hear that. They can do that. But in the morning from 6 to 12, only 1 hour you should do this. Other times you have to read. Okay? Because I'm trying to, in this program, anything that has been blocking you from this wisdom base in your even concentration meditation and any other whatever thing in your life, it should be getting cleared by just simply, sometimes you don't try to, as I told you, too much understand. If you don't just skip and you have to cover certain, like the word of the Buddha, maybe tomorrow, half of the day you should finish reading. Just if you don't understand something, don't worry. And tomorrow, definitely, middle of the day, we have to start the Kanda work. That also, I will give a small push for that now itself. Even if some taste for people now, they'll be going some of that. So, yes. Okay. In the 23rd page in the Sinhala one, 6 to 9. 21, okay, 21 in the English one. Now this the 21. This kind of one is called dependent origination of all phenomena. This type of reading is good for the walking meditation to contemplate. Okay? You don't have to do what I told only, like this one, when you read something like this, the 4 elements, such a one you can little bit idea, then close the book, and in the walking you can think about it. Okay? Dependent origination of all phenomena. If when perceiving a visual object, sound, odor, taste, bodily impression, or a mental object, the object is pleasant, one is attracted, and if the object is unpleasant, one is repelled. Thus, whatever kind of feeling one experiences, pleasant, unpleasant, or indifferent, If one approves of and cherishes the feeling and clings to it, then while doing so, lust springs up. But lust for feelings means clinging, and on clinging depends the present process of becoming. On the process of becoming, bhava, karma bhava, depend future birth, and dependent on birth are decay and death, and sorrow and lamentation. Okay? Now here it is a place where you see. Now when you get an experience, when you see something, hear something, and you have a book, no? The Malaysia?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. You can.
I'm listening.
Okay, but you must learn to read. I'm like supporting you to read.
Wow. I'm a bit illiterate.
Okay. Just try to get it from the book itself. I'm trying to give you some support for you when you are alone. If when perceiving a visual object, a sound, odor, taste, bodily impression, or a mental object, the object is pleasant, one is attracted. Now you must see now, whatever you see now suddenly, when you allow present attachment to something, okay, you must see how the bigger picture happens. Right now, when you do that, you are increasing the nature of being angry or worse, and this way you're accumulating karma. Okay, so the karma is the one that creates this called the bhava, the next birth. All right. So now what you are doing, you must picture how it is creating the future birth. Now when we are trying not to experience this from sila or samadhi and even from wisdom, when we are not enjoying or experiencing this or loving the feeling, then now how you must see how the process for future is removed. So it's in the walking meditation, you must begin to see how what you are doing now is sort of creating the future and so on. Okay, so this is one of the suttas where you can contemplate while walking to see the cause and effect. So okay, we read this, no? 24 karma. We read that, right? Did we read that?
Yes.
We did that? Yeah, we did. Yes. We go to the other one also. 26. You see Atwani Pittuva, missing this one. This one, dependent extinction of all phenomena. And through the total fading away and extinction of craving, clinging is extinguished. Through the extinction of clinging, the process of becoming is extinguished. Through the extinction of karmic process of becoming, rebirth is extinguished. And through the extinction of rebirth, decay and death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief and despair are extinguished. So this is also in the walking meditation. It's very important. You can see this kind of sutta when this kind of explanation you read, you must get to the walking and then try to just think about it, how visualize it. Okay, that's how the visualizing is very important to make it a meditation experience. Then the other page also we will go through that, the explanation by the Bhante. The undulatory motion which we call a wave and which in the ignorant spectator creates the illusion of one and the same mass of water moving over the surface of the lake is produced and fed by the wind and maintained by the stored up energies. Now after the wind has ceased and if no fresh wind again whips up the water of the lake, the stored up energies will gradually be consumed and thus the whole undulatory motion will come to an end. Similarly, if fire does not get new fuel, it will, after consuming all the old fuel, become extinct. Just in the same way, this five khandha process, which in the ignorant worldling creates the illusion of a self, is produced and fed by the life-affirming craving, and maintained for some time by means of stored up life energies. Now, after the full, the craving and clinging to life has ceased, and if no new craving impels again the five khandha process, life will continue as long as there are still life energies stored up. But at their destruction, at death, the five khandha process will reach final extinction. Thus, Nibbana, so this is also there you can see, or something you can think, when this is absent, this will not arise. Just to see when the causes are not there, this will not arise. So this is also one way of seeing how Nibbana, this Nibbana will be reached when this is absent. Just that thinking itself can lead you to another, because you are seeing the cause and effect. Okay, and page number 43. You get that in the Sinhalese? Yeah, 48. Hadisata. In the Sinhalese one. 43 in the English one. Now, if someone should say that feeling is his self, he should be answered thus. There are three kinds of feeling: pleasurable, painful, and indifferent feeling. Which of these three feelings do you consider as yourself? Because at the moment of experiencing one of these feelings, one does not experience the other two. Okay, you get this point. When you experience pleasure, you don't experience sadness. When you have sadness, like one at a time. Okay. These three kinds of feelings are impermanent, of dependent origin, and subject to decay. So when you look like that, you must know you get a feeling because of the body. When you're walking meditation, it's very nice to watch that. Body is with food. Okay? So food is impermanent, the body is impermanent. And the other one is karma. Body is coming out of past karma. So the karma is also impermanent. So the body is impermanent. Therefore the feeling is impermanent. Normally you have noticed to look at the feeling as impermanent when it changes from one feeling to the other, right? Even in your meditation, like when you're touching the ground, you felt some way and that feeling changed to another. This is normally in many meditation programs, you have practiced that way. But this is different. You understand, this impermanence known by contemplation. This is what will bring actual Nibbana, You get this point. Impermanence realized, if you do it much and with a more purifying mind, this is a contemplation which will lead you to Nibbana. Because that will bring a special type of wisdom. It's not a wisdom you see immediately right now. It's a wisdom you get from your wisdom eye. Okay? So it has a very different way, and this has self and has become this also. When you realize like that, you will be knowing like all the past feelings definitely are past, And if a feeling comes in the future, it's going to pass away definitely. By that you know already. So you will not have any wishes or memories, longing for past memories. You will not have any anticipations for the future. And you will not be desiring anything right now what you're experiencing, if you get this experience. So you are detached from all times, right? So if anyone should say the feeling is not okay, whoever in the experiencing one of these feelings thinks that this is his self, must after the extinction of that feeling admit that his self has become dissolved. So now if someone is actually watching the feelings as they rise and pass away, if he thinks that, oh, my feeling is myself, if it's going to pass away, then yourself also pass away. So it can't be so. Yourself cannot be the feeling. So if someone might say, if anyone should say that feeling is not his self, and that his self is inaccessible to feeling, that means what you call you is not connected with feeling. If someone, in short, tell like that. Okay? If you don't have feeling whatsoever, you can't get the idea of self. Okay? So I give a small example. Say your leg is numb, no blood is flowing. If you don't see from your eyes, if you don't even, then you don't feel at all. Sometimes you wonder whether my leg is there at all. In anesthesia and all that. Just an idea. So even in the higher Brahma lokas, Deva lokas, you get the idea of self. Why? Because there's a feeling and then you are attached to it and the idea of I comes. So idea of I can never be disappeared through another feeling, even peace. It can go only through by analyzing and the wisdom arising. Okay? So it's seen the real truth. That's how the Buddha's meditation is in that way different. So for this you must just simply, I told, in all this explanation, feeling indeed is not myself, but it's also untrue that myself is inaccessible to feeling, for it's myself that feels, myself that has the faculty of feeling. So these are all these views that are rising in the person. The answer for this is that if you don't have feeling whatsoever, they completely disappear. Will you get these questions? These questions won't come. Okay? You must understand this only. That's all. That's not a big deal. But it's very important one, because then this also begin to understand how your ego is coming, and the ego will not come. How it's dependent on a feeling and wrong reflection, ignorance. Mostly we are in wrong reflection, wrong without with ignorance. That's why we are actually unconsciously always thinking, I am feeling, I am here, I am somewhere.
In this Arupa local, so they have a feeling.
Every loka, whether it is, I can't explain to you, even the Rupa loka even, it is unimaginable. It is beyond our language and thinking. We can get it in terms of experiencing it and a feeling. I can tell you some explanation, but you'll ask another person, it will be this definitely it's beyond the five, beyond what we are now experiencing here, and no anger, no greed, but definitely there's delusion, because you're not in an enlightened wisdom mind, and there's existence still going on. There are other small things I want to, how to do this. Because after my sickness, this is the first time I'm staying so long for a program. This 3 hours or 4 hours. So I don't want to too much expert because this is like long time recovery thing. Okay, we do this also quickly. It's a little bit hot, isn't it? It doesn't matter, so maybe the fan. Body also has become still a little bit fragile, not that. But I'm happy with the weather. The cold was a bit. When I came like 20 days of having this cold. So some part of India, like the Himalayas, I just went to the foothills, not to the like Badrinath. I was suffering with. So I didn't want to this thing. But on antibiotics, like 5 days like that. So it was last when I had slept, and now only I really recovered from that. The last 5 or 6 days I was never got that kind of rest. And so if I have enough strength only to give you all this, that's enough. But I think I have given enough. Who are sincere, they can do something. Page 68. I'm going to learn this thing later. I'm going to. Sorry. සතිපට්ඨාන එකත් එකම උත්තරනේ. අන්තිමට වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක අර මේ ඒකල මේ නවසිරිකේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා body participate වෙන හැටි කියලා තියෙනවා මේකට ඉස්සෙල්ලා සතර ධාතු කියලා මොකක්ද okay the 68th page අමුදන්නේ ඒ කියනවා නේද අර පොඩි තේරුම් කරලා තියෙන විසුද්ධි මාර්ග කියලා නෑ එතනම තියෙනවා පන්දය විසුද්ධිය අසුභ භාවනා. ඒ අසුභ භාවනාවට උඩින් තියෙන කොටසයි අසුභ භාවනාව අපි දෙකම බලනවා. And further, the disciple contemplates the body, however it may be stand or move, with regard very much. Okay. This body consists of the solid element, the liquid element, the breathing element, and the vibrating element. Just as if the skilled butcher or a butcher's apprentice who has slaughtered a cow and divided it into separate portions, but to sit down at the junction of 4 high roads, just so does the disciple contemplate this body with regards to elements. When a butcher rears a cow, brings it to the place of slaughter, binds it to a post, makes it stand, now this is that commentary, right? Makes it stand up, slaughters it, and looks at the slaughtered cow, During all that time, he has still the notion cow. But when he has cut up the slaughtered cow, divided it into pieces, and sits down near it to sell the meat, the notion cow ceases in his mind, and the notion meat arises. Now we have also our, like if you have a relation who dies, what we say, bring the body, taking the body. There are some nice stories about this body thing. So in India sometimes, like they take to holy places to cremate and all that. So one day they were carrying, I have seen so many times, they say Ram, 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 and they have nice culture about all this. God is great, God is true. That's what they are chanting while carrying a stretcher to be actually cremated. Yeah. So in a holy place, they were not allowing the body to be taken across there. So there's a place where they remove the slippers and everything. So the people who were carrying, it was too heavy, they had to leave it near where the slippers were kept. And the person who was looking after the slipper stand, he said, don't keep it here, don't keep it here. Then it shows that the body is not even worth a slipper. Right? Just imagine when it comes to that state. Oh God. But when he has cut out the slaughtered cow, divided into pieces, and sits down near it to sell the meat, the notion cow ceases in his mind, and the notion meat arises. He does not think that he is selling a cow or that people buy a cow, but that it is meat that is sold and bought. Similarly, in an ignorant worldling, whether monk or layman, the concepts being, a man, a personality, etc., will not cease until he has mentally dissected this body of his as it stands and moves, and has contemplated it according to its component elements. But when he has done so, the notion personality will disappear, and his mind will become firmly established in the contemplation of the elements. We do this one also, symmetric contemplation. It's a good meditation, okay? These are to be done, really visualized and really practiced. And further, just as if the disciple were, this Asubha and this one, and further, just as if the disciple were looking at a corpse thrown on a charnel ground, 1, 2 or 3 days dead, swollen up, blue-black in color, full of corruption, so he regards his own body. This body of mine also has this nature, has this destiny, and cannot escape. Now, when you do this, just imagine that there's a dead body in front of you. This is sometimes done in the cemetery. Some monks, they go and see actually when they are sort of left. There's something called sky burial also, I don't know if you've heard, where like the Tibetans they do. They leave it where the vultures come in. So in such a place you can watch the body. But now you imagine there's a body in front of you. And that is more powerful than seeing a real body, remember that. Because you're visualizing, you're activating your actually mental faculty. Okay? And that's how you should be reading this. And further, just as if, and with the idea of letting go your body. Okay, you visualize these things. Just as if the disciple were looking at a corpse thrown on a charnel ground, 1 or 2, 3 days dead, swollen up, blue-black in color, full of corruptions, so he regards his own body. This body of mine also has the nature, has this destiny, and cannot escape it. And further, just as if the disciple were looking at a corpse thrown on a charnel ground, eaten by crows, hawks or vultures, by dogs or jackals, or devoured by all kinds of worms, so he regards his own body. Now you must picture it in front of you. Then only slowly you think, oh, this can happen to me also, same body. If I die now and leave it like that, same thing happens. You must picture your own body happening like that. So he regards his own body. This body of mine also has this nature, has this destiny, and cannot escape it. And further, just as if the disciples were looking at a corpse thrown on a charnel ground or a framework of bones, flesh hanging from it, bespattered with blood, held together by sinews. A framework of bone with flesh and blood, but still held together by sinews. bones disconnected and scattered in all directions. Here a bone of the hand, there a bone of the foot, there a shin bone, here a thigh bone, there a pelvis, there the spine, there the skull. So regard his own body. Like that, you look slowly, slowly, and it becomes dust. And this will also happen to me. This is you're using these visualizations to let go your attachment to your body. And also to others. There are old people those days who practice like this, and when their children died, they didn't shed a tear. My great-grandma. So, they didn't watch TV, there's no TV, no nothing. This was their entertainment. So they were already so detached from your own children. I don't think they will go to a wrong place. And they will be a blessing to those children. Okay. Cover one more thing. This is in the Kanda Vagga. Page number 16. Atlapika. Page number 16, or the Sinhalese one.
Yes.
Actually, tomorrow only I want to introduce you to this, but these are the actual meditation objects that are going to start, but tomorrow you'll have to start from first day. And remember, this retreat you can't be contemplating for long, okay? So if you are slow in your reading and now you are like, then make sure you just complete it, even if you don't understand. That's how this retreat had to go. So this also, you have a few things you can contemplate, and you can't, then you will just read day after tomorrow like this. So you have to complete it, certain section. Then I know something by force you will get. Alright, and then we'll have to start another then 2 days like that left. So in a short time I'm trying to give you something, even a little bit of the real things and other things also according to time and situation. It's too cold, huh? It's getting better. I think maybe now it's a little cold again, huh? You're like me then. But I feel okay. Okay, you can a little bit reduce. I think they will feel cold. I have become like you. I rather have the hot side because you have to relax this and read, okay? Page number 16. And in the Sinhalese, or you have one English one here. Now, in short, I will tell you, just to make it short. The Buddha, actually here one disciple meets the Buddha, and by Sariputta, Buddha's second disciple, first call, his main disciple sees this disciple coming. Then he sees very bright, his old disciple. And the Buddha, he asked, did you meet the Buddha? He said, yes. And did you get a discourse? He said, yes. What was the discourse? He said that I asked the Buddha, I'm old and frail. Can you give me a teaching in short? The Buddha said, though your body is sick, make sure your mind is not sick. Okay? So Buddha did explain that in detail. And Sariputta, the Buddha's main disciple, he explains to him. Page number 17, okay? In the English one, then. How also is one afflicted in body and afflicted in mind? He also the uninstructed whirling, that is how his body is sick and the mind is sick. Alright. Here household the uninstructed whirling, who is not a seer of the noble ones, and is unskilled and undisciplined in their Dhamma, who is not a seer of superior persons, and is unskilled and undisciplined in their Dhamma, regards form as self, or self as possessing form. Now this is very important for you to practice, tomorrow onwards. This is not easy to imagine. Now normally we have the sense, my body is me. Okay? So you must just imagine how you are getting the ego feeling. Normally they are thinking this hand is me. Maybe they are pressing for taking the blood for glucose or whatever. So if I'm not practicing, or maybe then I think this is my hand, my feeling. Okay? But if I have some little awareness of what I am, then I would have some idea this is not my body. Okay? So, if any suffering related with this is not identified as my suffering, it's just a feeling. Alright? So this is normally we are doing, so we are mentally also disturbed when our body feelings are disturbed. So body especially, when it's disturbed, then we are this. So now he's telling how our body is sick as well as mind is sick. We are considering things as ourself. That is where our mind will be disturbed and is sick also. So other way, body is sick, mind is not sick. You are not seeing, you are trained already not to see this is my body, my feelings. When you see this body is not me, feelings are not me. That way you are trained. Then when it's happening, you can contemplate this, and then your mind can be kept at peace. Okay? So in short, I went very fast. Anyway, I'll read this. How also, I think it's too long for me also to this time. I'll have to take a rest, but anyway, I'll try to complete this. How also is one afflicted in body, and I'm not still fully fit, I can feel this. Just not fully. How those days I could go on for even endlessly. How also is one afflicted in body and afflicted in mind. Here also the uninstructed whirling, who is not a seer of the noble ones, okay, superior persons, and unskilled and undisciplined in the Dhamma, regards form as self, or self as possessing form, or form as in self, or self as in form. He lives obsessed by the notion, I am form, form is mine. As he lives obsessed by these notions, that form of his changes and alters. With the change and alteration of form, there arises in sorrow, lamentation, pain, displeasure, and despair. So he regards feeling, he regards perceptions, he regards volitions, he regards consciousness. And with the change and alteration of consciousness, there arises in him sorrow, lamentation, pain. You must picture this now. Normally, because you are thinking, identifying this is me, I, normally you have been upset because you think, you are really thinking I am, this, with this idea. It is in such a way also that one is afflicted in body and afflicted in mind as well. Okay. Now this is when you're reading tomorrow onwards, you have to slowly, let go relaxingly, sort of get that mental exercise into you. Okay. You can't do for many sutras, but at least do this for this one when you start this. It's a very important start in your life. Looking at the world as Rupa Vedana Sanya, and this, you train like this when you're dying, it will be very helpful. The other one is, how householder is one afflicted in body, but not afflicted in mind. This is page number 18, the last paragraph. The householder, instructed noble disciple, is a seer of noble ones. Does not regard form as self, or self as possessing form. He lives unobsessed by the notion that form of his, when he looks like that, when the form changes, he's not disturbed. Alright. I will not go through, though it's not only form, feeling, perception, like that it goes to each part. But you must learn to get used to that, okay? It's a mental exercise. I'm making it fast because I'm not feeling, I maybe have to end quickly, so, but these things you have to do as an exercise from tomorrow. Alright, in case I don't sometimes come, I don't need to come, I have given you already some push, I might come, I should try to come. Then you should do this on your own. Start from 12 o'clock, at least 12, morning time, finish the word of the Buddha. Don't worry if you understand or not, okay? Each one you don't know supposed to understand. Just read through that, alright? When you're reading also something is going to happen in your brain. Knowing this only, I'm telling you to read so much, not to take few and just keep on meditating only. But that, if you have a no longer time karma with me, then better. But here I'm making sure that you are going with some treasure when you're going out for sure. Okay, that's why I tell you to cover this reading. It has some special effect on your brain. So much Buddha's teaching would have never read. And it has a quick, fast effect of increasing your, kusala. This last one. Just for your thinking meditation, this very important one also. 22, page number 22. Halidakani. Halidakani number 1. Singing Kamunada. It's a very important sutra. I like to know the AI translation of this. But this is very important one. Whether they put the right, but we don't have it, right? You don't have it.
Which sutra number is that?
That's
This wording, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Not the wording, the entire sutra, the content of it main. This explanation about the consciousness. We'll come to that.
Okay.
This page number 22. Halidakani is the verse. Okay, we go. Having left home to roam without abode. Do you have that verse with you? In the English one, page number 22.
Yes.
Having left home to roam without an abode. Small verse is there below. Page number 22.
Yes.
The last verse is there. You have it, right?
Yeah.
Having left home to roam without an abode. In the village, the sage is intimate with none. rid of sensual pleasures without expectations. He would not engage people in dispute. How, Venerable Sir, should the meaning of this stated by the Blessed One in brief be understood in detail? The form element householder is the home of consciousness. One whose consciousness is shackled by lust for the form element is called one who roams about in a home. The feeling element is the home of consciousness. The perception element is the home of consciousness. The volitional formations element is the home of consciousness. One whose consciousness is shackled by lust for volitional formation element is called one who roams about in a home. It is in such a way that one roams about in a home. This is very important for contemplation. How the consciousness is connected with the four body, feeling, perception and reaction, and it is bound by lust and craving. Okay. So, and how householder does one roam about homeless? The desire, lust and delight and craving, the engagement and clinging, the mental standpoints, adherences and underlying tendencies regarding the form element, these have been abandoned by the Tathagata, by the Buddha. Cut off at the root, made like a palm stem, obliterated, so that they are no more subject to future rising. Therefore the Tathagata is called one who roams about homeless. The desire, lust, delight and craving, the engagement and clinging, the mental standpoints, adherences and underlying tendencies regarding the feeling element, the perception element, the volitional formations element, the consciousness element, these have been abandoned by the Tathagata, cut off at the root, made like a palm stem. So you just have to imagine, just the body, feeling, perception, all these five abilities are there. There's no craving whatsoever. You have diminished that. Obliterated so that they are no more to subject to future rising. Therefore the Tathagata is called one who roams about homeless. It is in such a way that one roams about homeless. So the other one's also different, but this one very important. Okay. So this kind of sutta, when you read, not to think too much, just take it. You have to stop your mind and then think. This is the type of thinking you have to, first you have to learn to not to think. Then you read this. For that you have to get to samadhi. That's why I tell you to separately practice compassion, meditation and anapanasati. Relax, not to think at all. Then read a bit. If you want, what you understand, take it. If you don't understand, read the next page. Go like this. Okay? Now, okay. A long session. Maybe sometimes my sugar could be down. Up and down is good. Take something. Q&A tara mukhantara mein sweet tara. Take another. They don't very mind that. I can't exert too much. It is recovering much better than what I was. So all blessings to all of you. Tomorrow morning try to do these practices, okay? So you don't get all the strength. Practice any obstacle. All this makes you accumulate even this short time. Reading, contemplating on the path is a lot of great karma, highest karma. It has the power of stopping all karma. If you extend it or So even this engagement, more powerful karma than sitting for a long period of meditation. So we have done this. Think especially about your parents, relations. All the devatas who protect this community, who protect devatas. King of gods, Sakar, Samipati Brahmani, Naganath, Devaraj, Silupa, Brahmavaru, Shivara Munivaru, Siddha, Gandharva, Sasana, practice with the Dhamma way of your life. Get this peacefulness, purity, realization. This country, all other countries, human beings, get opportunity to this highest blessing. And the lowest worlds that get a healing birth, the devatas, get the strength to come out of suffering, a share of this good karma. And especially your patients, your teachers, your colleagues, who have organized this, or behind this, in this part of Sri Lanka, the human brainless with us, the divine beings, support of protection, so that at least much as possible you get a chance to get this highest way to come to peace of mind, which all are looking for. And the science, the technology for peace is not a known thing. We interpret everybody fears the facing of death and no fear of the next life. Including Trump and all others in this country, they are all human beings. And other countries too. All the Pamannaka, Rakana Sapadeva, Sapagodhar Bhavya, Dhamman Bhavya, Sankar Bhavya, Sadasana Bhavya, Sapadveda, Imansana, Samsara Pyramid Mudrita, Sivadevata Masara Brahmavati, Sirutuvan Masara Rakamalani Brahma. Peaceful night. Okay. Whatever you want to read or practice, do if you need to fall asleep, sleep properly, rest. Tomorrow, get keep practice. Thank you.